Rachel. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are continuing with my one day a day series. So if you guys haven't seen me play this challenge before, I always do a recap at the beginning of these videos. So if you guys haven't already watched the first 6, I give a little recap just to make sure you guys are all caught up to speed for today's video. So we're going to jump right into the recap and then we'll get into the recap for day 7. So if you guys want to skip this short recap of the first 6 days, then there will be a timestamp down below in the description box. And if you guys want to listen to this, then we're going to go ahead and jump right in with the day 1 recap. So the first day, my goals were to get as much food, wood, and starting supplies as possible before I headed straight underground to try to get some iron for some temporary armor. Upon spawning into the world, however, I had my first of many disappointments, and I found myself in an ice spikes biome, which is just the worst biome you can possibly start out in. Thankfully, it was on the edge of a snowy taiga, so I was still able to get some wood for my starting supplies, but the food was pretty limited. In an effort to try and find some food before I went underground, I did travel quite a bit to see if I could get out of the ice spikes biome, but I wasn't able to get that far out of it. I only got to another spruce biome, so I ended up settling there for the night. That way I could go ahead and start mining that night and lead into day 2. So we didn't have a lot of food at this point, just a little bit of wood, and I was already having to mine, so things weren't looking great for me. My day 2 to 5 goals were to mine and hopefully get some iron armor, because as you might have guessed if you've seen my other Minecraft Let's Plays, I am not very good at staying alive if I don't have any iron armor, so I was trying to get that as quickly as possible. But on day 2, all I was able to do was find an underground mine shaft, and I didn't get a whole lot of coal for torches, so I had to kind of scavenge the mine shaft and try to use what light I could find within it, such as sources of light from lava, which was kind of dangerous, and getting some torches from a couple of chests that I found. On day 3, I was actually starving, so I had to go hunting, but the only food that I really got was berries from around the taiga, which was a little bit annoying, but, you know, I feel like the food situation is going to get better at some point in the near future. But one of the things that did happen on day 3 that was actually kind of scary was I had my first monster encounter with a skeleton down in the mines when I was trying to find some armor. There was a skelly bobber, and then there was also a creeper, but I didn't get close enough to that for it to be my first encounter with one. I just ran into the skeleton though kind of while I was on my way down, and it was really quite scary since I don't have any armor at the moment. But on day 4, I did quickly remedy that. I got to smelting down a bunch of stuff, and I made myself full body iron armor. I also made myself an iron sword, pickaxe, and buckets, because I started to realize at this point that the only way I may be able to get food is if I start gardening. I also found another branch of the mineshaft deep in mines. I think it might be a totally different mineshaft, but I don't really know at this point because I haven't been able to explore it just a whole ton. On day 5, I found 2 more minecart chests full of goodies, including a lore 2 book, and I'm pretty sure some beetroot seeds. I know I did end up with some different seed types, so I'm pretty sure that's where I got them from. And then I found way more mine and mineshaft space than I originally intended on. I thought I was almost done exploring the mines by this point. I thought, surely I've been mining for about 3 days now straight, pretty much. Surely I've run out this mineshaft and mine area that I found, but no, it turns out it goes a little bit deeper than I thought. I did have to get somewhat creative with the wood situation because I was starting to run out of wood, ironically enough. So I had to get some of it from the mine shaft and make torches with that, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought I gathered more wood than I had, or it was all upstairs in my chest. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was low-key kind of embarrassing to have to tear down part of the mine shaft to make torches, so I've got to remember to go get some more wood if it is the case that I'm out of wood. I also almost died to a witch on day 5, which was also a bit embarrassing. There was a witch kind of like lurking off in the distance, and if I hadn't have noticed her while I was digging my coal, I probably would have kept digging that vein of coal and not noticed her coming over and killing me. So it was a very near-death experience for me. I was very, very scared. And even with iron armor, I think that witch would have probably been able to kill me pretty easily. So that was really scary. And then for our most recent day, we had a few different goals for it. So I wanted to get a bed, smelt all the rest of my stuff down, and get a starter house going, because right now I'm just kind of living in an ugly dirt hole. And then I also wanted to look around for some future build space and think up some ideas for what I would want to do. I stayed out past dark on day 6 because I was trying to find some animals and also kind of just look around and pre-plan out some location stuff, causing me to almost get into a fight with a skeleton, which was, again, quite scary. I know I have the iron armor now, but I'm still just so paranoid about dying. I did get some things smelted, but not all of it. I still have quite a bit to smelt today. I did enlarge my house just a little bit and added a raw granite accent wall to kind of get started on making it look a little less dirt hutty and a little more homey. I did actually get a bed. I had to kill a few spiders, which is part of the reason why I stayed out past dark. I had to kill a couple spiders to get some string for wool. But I was able to get a bed, which was really nice. So this was actually the first night that I slept. That concludes the recap for the first 6 days of this challenge so far, and now we are on to the current day recap. So on day 7, my goals were just to smelt the rest of my stuff, mine lots of coal because I noticed that I was running a little bit low, and organize the rest of my chests because they were really messy. So I actually didn't organize. This is just something I need to preface by saying, because I feel like you guys are expecting me to organize the chest at some point during this video, and I do not. I deeply regret that because I feel like I'm not going to end up doing it later on, and I'm going to get really confused really easily because I am not the type of person that does well in an unorganized situation. Something can literally be staring me in the face and I will not get it out of its place. And I'll be like, okay, I guess I need to go get more of this thing, and it's just sitting there really obviously. So I am the type of person that needs organization like I need air. And for that reason, I really regret not organizing my chest because I feel like now I'm going to really have some issues going forward. But I did smelt some more stuff like I wanted to. I don't think I have everything smelted, but I think I have the majority of things smelted, so like 99% of stuff is done now. I did almost die to 3 creepers, so it was one incident. It wasn't like I almost died to a creeper and then I almost died to a different creeper. No, it was 3 creepers. I'm not even really sure what happened there with the spawn rates, but yeah, it was pretty scary. And then, following that up, I almost fell in a pit of 2 zombies and a creeper, so that's 4 creepers for the day. Which was really alarming, I'm not gonna lie. I almost died now to, doesn't make it 4 creepers and 2 zombies, so yeah, I'm starting to sense that death may be waiting for me around the corner. Like, Grim is just really waiting on me to die at this point. But I also did get tons more resources for future builds, including some coal. I don't think I got quite as much coal as I wanted to, but I did get a lot of resources in general, which was really nice. And that does conclude our first week of the 1 day a day challenge. And honestly, I'm super hyped for the second week. I feel like everything's been going pretty good so far. I mean, our house is pretty ugly at this point. I don't really think I can even call it a starter house because it's literally just a hole in the ground at this point with a granite wall. But I do have plans to make it look a little bit nicer, and I'm getting a few ideas for something big we could do for a build. And our death count so far is 0, so I'm pretty proud of that, especially considering today I almost died to all of those monsters. Like, that's a lot of mobs, and I'm really impressed by the fact that I didn't die to any of them. As for goals for the next few days, I don't really have that many. I would like to organize my chest a bit because of the reasons I've already stated. I would also like to smelt down the rest of my stuff because I feel like that'll help me start organizing things a bit more if I already have everything smelted and ready to go. I would also like to get more coal because I really don't want to have to be mining coal all the time if I use any sort of smelted down stone in the future for my build, which I think I might. I don't want to have to go out and be trying to mine coal during the building process. That would be pretty annoying. So I would like to mine a bit more coal. And then I'd also like to try to find some different biomes, like maybe a birch and oak forest. Definitely an oak forest, I think, at least, because I would really like to have some oak wood for some accent pieces that I might want to have in the build. And then also just some spare wood would be nice. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope to see you guys again very, very soon with some more Minecraft or anything else. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you guys are always alerted when I post new videos. Bye!